Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back. Hope you're having a wonderful day. And I forgot to say it in the morning video, but how was your blessed, thankful Thursday, and what would be your outlook for your Friday? I forgot to say that in the morning video, so sorry about that. I just realized that. So let me know how your morning was and what's the outlook for the rest of the day. So, uh, birthdays, anniversaries, and prayer requests down below. You know the deal. Help me get my channel to where I want it sooner rather than later. If you would like to help the vehicle fund, let me know. Sign up for the YouTube chatting, and then we could converse one on one, back and forth in messaging. The link will be in my on my community page, and if you can't find it, let me know, and I'll resubmit a new one. And then in the chat messaging, then I could give you the information on where to send the money to. And if you know somebody that can help in a bigger way, let me know. I got to get my insurance, my tag, and a few other things done to make it legal to drive that. Once I get the parts on there, make sure it cranks. So I might just ask the neighbors if they got a power tool where I can get the spark plugs loose. Maybe I could do that way. So maybe that'll work. Just get a power tool, get those things loose. That's all I need to do is get them loose enough where I can get them out. And then I have the power thing to put them back in there and get them good snug. Pop the new coil packs on there, plug them up, uh, walk around there and hit my key. Boom! Crank that baby. Man, I can't wait for that to get to that point where it'll sound and boom, it's cranked. Then the next thing is to get it legal to drive on the road. Boom. So that's what I need to donate the money now. I'm down half of what I needed originally, because one half I needed for the parts and the other half I needed for the insurance and all. So now I need the insurance portion of what I originally started out with on my GoFundMe, which I couldn't go through with it because of it needed a bank account. I don't have a bank account. So, but if you can help, let me know, and we'll touch base and everything. And if you can't do the community page, let me know, and I'll send you the link to a comment. Comment on one of my videos, and then I'll send you the watch one of my videos and comment on it, and then I'll reply to your comment and put the link in the comment, and then you can sign up like there. So you can hit that button and sign up and link up with me on the chat. So excuse me, sorry about that. But who's my neighbor? Allison Kieda, Kieda, however it's pronounced. She writes, an elderly woman was unconscious on a hot sidewalk after a terrible fall. Several people stopped to help. One called 911. Another gently placed a coat under her head. Others put towels under her arms, and still another held an umbrella over her head until paramedics arrived. The person who posted the video wrote, that is an especially heartwarming scene because those who stopped included people of different ages and ethnicities. That means they were white, black, different cultures, all working together to help someone in distress. Which we've got a lot of good people like that. You fall or something in the middle of a crowd, a bunch of them will turn around and help you. Like, oh, you okay? And especially if you pass out, and everybody will help you, and then they'll get you to until the paramedics can get to you, find out what went wrong, why did you pass out or whatever. And then there'll be a couple that help you out that will stay until you're okay, till they know you're okay. So, so when an expert in God's law asked Jesus who his neighbor was, Luke 10:29, which that's our key verse, who's my neighbor? Who is my neighbor? That is who he was obligated to show love to. Jesus told a story of a man badly beaten by robbers lying near death by the side of the road, verses 30 and 31. A priest and then Levite approached, but both passed by on the other side. Finally, this is the story of the Good Samaritan. Finally, a Samaritan stopped to help. What made this so unusual was that Jews and Samaritans had a bitter history of scorn for each other. Yet it was the Samaritan who stopped and took pity on the man. Verse 33. After telling this parable, Jesus asked which was a neighbor to the fallen man. The expert in law replied, the one who had mercy on him. Verse 37. So Jesus told him, and us, go and do likewise. So may God help us see that everyone we meet is our neighbor. No matter who we may meet, everyone is our neighbor. Whether it be a good neighbor or a bad neighbor. Whether it be someone you admire or someone you may despise or don't know nothing about, they're still your neighbor. And if something was to happen to that person, what would you do? Would you help them? Or would you only help those you know and admire? Who knows? If you're in a situation where there's nobody else to help, and you know a couple things that you can support that person, go for it. Help them out. Have faith that you'll be able to bring that person through whatever may be causing this situation. So, so to whom do you find it difficult to be a good neighbor? And how does Jesus show what it means to be a loving neighbor to others? Let me know your thoughts down below, Q1 and Q2 in the comments. I haven't seen any feedback on these questions as of recording this video, so I would love to see your feedback. Maybe there's one out there that'll start responding to these questions just to give me an idea so I can come up with my own assumption of what these questions are and what I could say in those situations. That's all it is. I just want your thoughts. You don't have to answer the question, but you can come up with a good scenario that I can come up with an answer myself for that. So, but pondering those questions, say this phrase on the screen and down below. Dear God, please help me to love others, regardless of differences, as my neighbor. So that phrase should have been on the screen and it'll be down below along with our Bible reading. Job 5 through 7, and then the first part of Acts chapter 8, 1 through 25. So, coming up later at 7 is your Friday Turning Point, episode 1027, and we'll be learning about God's will. 1 Thessalonians 5:16 through 18 is your beginning passage, which that includes the 17, pray without ceasing. Our recommended reading will be Romans 15:30 through 33. Our turning point will be from R.C. Sproul, however it's pronounced, Sproul. And then our scripture for today is the big one, Psalm 119, 176 verses. So if you're following along on that journey, I've said read sections, section it out, read a couple stanzas, take a break, read a few, take a break. But if you can read it all in one sitting, more power to you. And if you go back, you look at my videos, go searching Psalm 119, and you should be able to find my daily bread videos. Or not my daily bread, my days of praise. Go back and look at those days of praise passages. You'll put days of praise, Psalm 119, and the videos should pop up. And I think there's a series that I did. No, I don't think it was a series, but it would give you each day you would have a beginning passage out of that stanza of Psalm 119. And then as we were reading the devotion, it gave you the the whole stanza itself and then sometimes they had little bulleted points. Some days they had the verses right there in a row, or that they would say certain things and it's, oh, this is verse this one's verse this one's from verse this. But it was like almost a good study of the whole 119. So I think it's the whole one. I'm not sure, but go back and look at that, find it, and go through each one if you would like to have a study of Psalm 119. That'd be a good way of doing it. But, but that's coming up at 7 o'clock. So, oh wait. Yeah, that's coming up at 7. So I love you, appreciate you. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Keep on keeping on and trusting God, and He'll keep you safe in all you say and do, and He'll see you through it. God bless everyone. God bless America in 2026 and beyond. And until later, peace out, everybody. So long. Have a great rest of your beautiful, fast Friday afternoon, and come back after 7 for God's will. And we'll find out what that's going to teach us. So, with that said, hope you have a wonderful rest of your afternoon, and I'll see you after 7. Have a great day, afternoon, everyone, and I'll see you at 7. Goodbye.